Forensic psychotherapist Theo Faber, 42, narrates The Silent Patient by introducing its main plotline, the mystery of Alicia Berenson, a silent artist. Alicia is a painter who murdered her husband Gabriel Berenson 6 years earlier. She was 33 at the time. Gabriel was 44. Authorities discovered Alicia at the scene. She had shot Gabriel 5 times in the head and then slit her wrists. The mystery deepened as she never spoke again. Alicia has not spoken since. The only clue as to her state of mind following the murder is a self-portrait she created and signed with Alcestis. This painting is a haunting representation of her inner turmoil and silence. It speaks volumes where words fail. At the start, it's 6 years after the murder. Theo is starting a new job at the Grove, a position he pursued with the aim of working with Alicia. Alicia's high-profile case has captivated him for years, driving his obsession. In his first session with Alicia, Theo finds her heavily medicated by her primary therapist, Christian West. Determined to communicate with Alicia, Theo requests that they lower her dosage. In their next session, Alicia is more alert and physically attacks him. Theo is taken aback but remains resolute in his approach. Since he can't communicate with her verbally, he resorts to playing the role of detective, interviewing her family, neighbors, and friends. He learns from Alicia's neighbor, Barbie Hellman, that Alicia had a stalker in the weeks before Gabriel's murder. Theo is determined to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Alongside recounting his investigation into Alicia, Theo also narrates details of his personal life, introducing a subplot regarding the infidelity of his wife Catherine, or Kathy. Theo accidentally discovers the affair one night. The betrayal is earth-shattering for Theo, who has struggled with his own mental health problems in the past, including an unsuccessful suicide attempt. In his private life, away from the Grove, he transforms into the cliched jealous husband, obsessively checking Kathy's emails and stalking her when she meets her lover to confirm his suspicions. This obsession consumes him, adding another layer to his complex character. Theo's life spirals out of control, leading to a deeper exploration of his psyche. Back at the Grove, Theo learns that Alicia has stabbed another patient with a paintbrush. Christian has resumed Alicia's medication and placed her in isolation for safety. Theo pays Alicia a last visit, and she gives him her diary. It confirms what Barbie told Theo, that Alicia had a stalker in the weeks before Gabriel's murder. From the diary, Theo learns that Alicia told Gabriel and her therapist, who Theo realizes was Christian, accepting off-the-books cash payments in exchange for secret private treatment, about her stalker. Neither man believed her. Christian prescribed antipsychotic medication, which Alicia didn't take in case it left her vulnerable to an attack. In the final diary entry, Alicia writes that her stalker is in the house. Theo returns the diary to Alicia, feeling the weight of her words and the danger she faced. Theo uses the revelations contained in the diary to confront Christian, as well as Alicia's family and friends, including her cousin Paul Rose and her aunt Lydia. Through this, Theo identifies that something Alicia overheard her father saying when she was a child resulted in Alicia's psychological death, a transformative moment that resulted in her hatred of her father and in her subsequently being capable of murder. With this insight, Theo believes he understands why Alicia identifies with Alcestis. Like the tragic character, a man betrayed Alicia, a man who valued another life over hers. Theo's confrontation reveals the deep-seated trauma and betrayal that shaped Alicia's actions, bringing him closer to unraveling the mystery of her silence. Alicia begins talking and reveals the truth about the night of Gabriel's murder. Her stalker broke in and tied her up. According to Alicia, when Gabriel came home, the stalker ambushed him, tied him up, shot him 6 times, and left. However, this story does not match the police's evidence. Someone shot Gabriel 5 times, and Theo doesn't believe it. He senses there's more to the story. Theo returns to the grove the next day, planning to confront Alicia about her dishonesty. But when he arrives, he's told that Alicia is in a coma. She overdosed. Theo believes that someone has deliberately given her a lethal dose of morphine and informs Lazarus. Lazarus calls the police, instructing Theo to find Alicia's diary for evidence. The police suspect Christian, as Theo has, in the meantime, revealed Christian's past secret treatment of Alicia. In fact, Theo is the person who administered the morphine, driven by his own guilt and obsession. The narrative suggests up until this point that the subplot of Kathy's infidelity is taking place in the present day in the background of the primary plot, Theo's investigation into Alicia's silence. However, the narrative reveals that the subplot of Kathy's affair took place 6 years earlier, and that the man Kathy was having an affair with was Gabriel. Theo was Alicia's stalker in the weeks before the murder. He followed Gabriel to his house, planning to kill him. This revelation changes everything, adding a new layer to the mystery. Alicia's silence now makes sense, as she was protecting a dark secret. On the night of the murder, Theo tied up both Alicia and Gabriel. He then offered Gabriel a choice, either die himself or let Alicia die. When Gabriel chose to live, Theo fired a shot in the air and left. Unbeknownst to him, Theo had reawakened the trauma of Alicia's feeling that her father wished she had died in her mother's place. Mentally broken, she shot her husband. Theo is unable to find Alicia's diary, and is unaware that this final entry exists, but he congratulates himself on having done the right thing by trying to help Alicia, whom he had not meant to end up insane and incarcerated. He receives a job offer as the director of another institution. Kathy is depressed at the death of her lover, but neither she nor Theo has admitted to the affair. The novel ends as the police arrive armed with Alicia's diary. Theo accepts that the time has come to pay the price for his actions. Ultimately, it is Alicia's diary that reveals the truth and will bring Theo to justice. Time is running out for Theo, and he knows it.